watch the full video. I want to try to give you guys my
Am I
point of
working?
view,
Cool.
the facts from my end, and give any type of clarity that I can, because I do think that there are some really important points for me to hit on and own up to, and there are also some misconceptions that I would like to clarify.
The video was mainly Pokimane responding to the point PewDiePie made in his video, talking about her live stream with Davsev and justifying her copyright strikes on Boblax. According to Pokimane, she thought it would lessen the drama around her and Keemstar if she suppressed Boblax's video, also stating that she was within her rights to do so. Unfortunately for Pokimane, hiding the drama only made it worse. And with regards
Hiding
to
the drama
Davsev's
always
stream,
makes
she
it worse,
recognized that she
dumbass.
shouldn't have had that conversation on stream.
The point of this is just to say that was an entirely different scenario and situation where I was well within my right to take down his content, but also in that moment and on that live stream, like I shouldn't have had that conversation on stream, and it definitely was a moment of frustration that shouldn't have been like publicized in that way, for sure.
As you'd expect, viewers weren't all too pleased.
She's
with
like
the
kinda
reflecting
cute.
The main issues people had with her use of the copyright system.
Until she starts talking, you realize how fucking dumb she is. This isn't the day after, bro. No, this is the day after the day after. They already got shut down.
Not bringing up your worst parts. Shaking my head.
Did you play that?
You cut out the part where he pretended to vomit after he asked you, do you like what you see? Since making a pseudo apology didn't work,
Like,
Pokimane
she's really cute
to resolving the drama.
while the volume's off, but then you hear her actually start talking, and you're like, how do people watch this stupid ass piece of shit for hours on end? Like, her voice is just an wait. Like, it's just the way she talks. Like,
As people
so
already know, streamers will claim videos that use their content very frequently, like the biggest streamers, Ninja, Shroud, Daquan, whoever
it's
else,
just
right?
so frustrating.
They will claim not
Shut
only
the
like
fuck up.
full re-uploads, but also things where there's like compilations.
They plan
where
that?
it's just, like,
Oh.
partially their content.
Dude, it's like
They will claim part of that video. Or
someone was
the
like,
video,
yo,
even if it's just like 1 to 2 minutes and a compilation.
let's see if we can
of
rug
their
pull a
content. That is
video
a
game.
very
I can't
common
take
thing.
credit for that. I saw
That
someone else
assumption,
basically
if that video
imply
is not
that.
fair use,
They're
and
like,
you can claim it
people,
for revenue,
dude, shut the
even though
fuck
it's a
up. How?
compilation, the same thing would
I,
apply
she's
to Boblax's
frustrating the
video.
shit
So,
out of me.
if
And I'm
compilations
not,
are fair
like,
use, then literally all the
how can
top
people
streamers
listen
and
to
then
this
all
voice for
VMCs
hours on
video
end?
is incorrect.
Yeah.
So that's what pushed me to think a
Wait, she's
compilation
in a
would not
call
be
with
no
someone?
thing.
Some
No
poor
content
dude
is not
just
fair.
had to like
But you
bite his tongue. Oh my god, I feel so sorry for that guy.
Striked it, which is a different situation.
Yes,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, my point is just whether or not it's fair use.
Pokimane might have been able to put an
She's
end to
so
people's
dumb.
critique of her with
Okay.
the interview, but the approach
Her and
to it
Keemstar are
decided
made
to
for
make
each
the
other.
Gundam
They should
was
date.
vastly different. On the 14th
Um,
of May 2020, it's a Gundam
You know, I was gonna buy her cookies, but then I
Since
stopped
Gundam
myself.
goes homeless for
The
Pokemon,
people that defended that game is
most
crazy. The
instances
copium
of
was real.
Gundam
Oh, I'm
Gundam
sure.
tweets
Dude,
and
I
videos
actually
like
want to buy her cookies so bad, but that's because I want to start doing. So I've started a cereal taste testing series. I just haven't posted any of the videos yet. I've eaten like 3 or 4 cereals, and I just haven't made videos of them yet. And I just want to like, I want to go and I want to try creator bullshit. So it's like, I've got a video I'm gonna make. Have you seen the Gordon Ramsay chicken patty? Oh, we gotta do this. I saw her reviews on her cookies, not worth it. Yeah, but it's like, a lot of people will do that shit just to hate on a creator, right? Whereas like, I want to get the cookies themselves and the cookies that they supposedly copied and taste test them and see if there's a difference. But I gotta know, have you seen the Gordon Ramsay grilled cheese video? Because it's like the best thing ever. If you haven't seen it, what's up, Poison Happy? Have you seen the Gordon Ramsay grilled cheese video? Oh, it's right there. Bro, this is amazing. There's a... We're gonna do something that YouTubers do, and we're gonna watch a YouTuber watch another video, because it's his commentary
There's no chef
is
more
amazing,
famous than Gordon Ramsay.
right?
He's worshipped as a culinary god.
I love how deadpan he is all the time. You guys don't know Moist Critical, aka Charlie, also known as Penguin Z. Miss it out.
Superhero in the kitchen.
Now play that which day before video. Dude, there's so many. We'll look at that in a minute. You got to know about the grilled cheese. Look at that. Oh my god, I want to go back to that freeze frame. That was perfect.
Worshipped
Anyways,
as a culinary god.
I see you. I want to see you roast it.
Tony
Yeah.
Stark of starch. But I've never been lucky enough to try one of his
Charlie, he's done that.
cuisines, so I'm only going
He's done
by
that.
word
He's.
of mouth
I actually
and
watched
how
that
weird
video
he is
too.
as a chef.
I
I'm
was
assuming
literally.
all the shows that he's
I'm talking over the video. What was it? Earlier today or yesterday? I don't remember. I watched the video of him playing it, and it's fucking hilarious. That game was so broken.
the Tony Stark of Stark.
Okay, but yeah. So this video, dude, this gave me an idea.
There's
I'm
no
just gonna
chef.
start taking creator foods and make them or buy them and review them. In addition to like my regular, there we go. That's the freeze frame. So I want to try. It looks like he actually did that with the Mr. Beast burger tier list. I'm sad I missed out on the Mr. Beast burger, but I want to try. Like obviously I want to try Gordon Ramsay. Not. I've got a plan. I'm gonna make a meme of it. Actually, I'm gonna make Gordon Ramsay's chicken patty. What I actually want is I want to try Asmongold's $2 steak, things like that, which isn't $2 anymore because of inflation.
More famous than Gordon Ramsay. He's worshipped.
But this
as a
video,
culinary
dude, I was
god,
laughing
a
my ass
superhero
off.
in the kitchen, the Tony Stark of starch. But I've never been lucky enough to try one of his delectable cuisines.
I want to move,
so
but I have a
I'm
cat on my
going by
lap
word
and a
of
dog
mouth
on my
and
head.
how
Yeah,
revered he is
that
as a
makes it
chef.
tough.
I'm assuming with all the shows that he's had and how much fun I've had watching those shows, he's got to at least know what he's doing to some degree, but I've never actually tried one of his meals. And then he posted a video on YouTube last year, almost a year ago exactly today, that was a recipe for his special grilled cheese sandwich. And this immediately made me discredit everything he's ever done in his life. All his accolades, all that prestige. I think he wiped his ass with it when he posted that video. He posted that fucking grilled cheese video and it showed that even Superman can bleed. Most people, it was met with a negative response and then people just kind of roasting Ramsay for it. I imagine he still is a good chef, but there's one thing he struggles with and it's grilled cheese, clearly. But I didn't want to just judge a book by its cover. I've watched plenty of Darman videos. I know that that's not the way to do things. So I decided I was
Fucking
going to
Darman, dude. I've never watched a Darman video, but I know all about him.
With pepperberry and Asiago.
I'll tell you what, I've had many a grilled cheese in my life and never once did I think of trying either of these two cheeses in there, and I've never even heard of a Romano with pepperberry. That sounds like some forbidden cheese Ramsay himself whipped up in a laboratory like Frankenstein. I also couldn't find this playful little cheese anywhere at the grocery stores. I'd ask for the fucking quirky Romanos and they'd look at me like I was a lunatic. They'd never even heard of Romano cheese in their goddamn life. They seemed like revolted that I'd even ask, like as if I was asking for propane to put on my sandwich. So I had to settle with the closest thing I could find, which is grated Romano.
Slices. So I can take off the rind easily. I mean, so beautiful. And then with the Asiago again, down. And literally...
With the precision of a surgeon, I was easily able to cleave through the Asiago and get a nice big strip just like in the video.
This is so entertaining.
And since I'm basically speedrunning a shitty grilled cheese, I use the any percent Romano skip. Since mine's grated, I didn't have to bother cutting it like Ramsay does.
The any percent Romano skip.
Is to make sure the bread is not too thin.
I feel bad if I move. Yeah, I've had that with the cat a lot.
Baked country bread.
It wouldn't have been
I
worth
tried to
that
find
effort.
The exact giant chode
He
bread
just went
that
to the
Ramsay
grocery
uses
store.
for his grilled cheese. And let me just say, it's not really a great idea to use this kind of bread for a grilled cheese. I'd never had it on this bread. In theory, I think it could work, but I think it'd take a lot more time and care to make a good grilled cheese using this bread. Typically, just use some fucking Wonder Bread or some shit. You don't need to reinvent the condom here.
From there, a bit of butter, okay? And always butter heavily on the outside. You'll see why, especially when you get that nice, crispy texture.
Now, I'm a classically trained chef, so I'm employing a technique called the rubby scrubby with the butter here. Gordon uses just spreadable melted butter, but I took it a step further. I really wanted to make this shine. Also, I didn't have any like actual spreadable butter. I just had sticks. So I just really laid it on there. I slathered it there. I even tried to wrap it.
The first time I watched this, it absolutely infuriated me watching him do that.
It's an advanced technique. Maybe even Gordon Ramsay isn't familiar with it, so
Tailor make it in a way that it becomes somewhat almost fitted to the bread.
this is where the grated Romano really came to bite me in the ass. I couldn't get that good fit in there, so I just kind of have fucking sawdust of Romano here next to some chunks of Asiago. You know, just the way Mom used to make here.
The
It's
whole thing
kinda
is
hard to
just
follow the
mind-boggling,
recipe to a
and
T
I
'cause
love it.
couldn't find one of the crucial cheeses, but we're gonna make do. The flavors should still be about the same, I would imagine.
And the secret behind this grilled cheese is a little bit of kimchi, homemade kimchi, which is going to give a nice spicy texture.
To be honest, I don't even know what the fuck
When
kimchi
I first
is.
got to this point in the video,
Oh, that's
I had
right,
to
cabbage.
check what date it was posted because I thought it was an April Fool's joke. Fucking kimchi on a grilled cheese just coming out of nowhere. It just seems like that was the first thing he saw when he walked into the kitchen and said, fuck it. You know, I imagine if he had seen anything, he would have.
Yeah,
thought,
exactly.
that
You're like, what the
probably
fuck is it at
not.
this
Let me
point?
come
It's
to
not a
the
grilled
title
cheese.
on the grilled
The
cheese.
most you
Trying
put
to
on a
give
grilled
people
cheese
good
is like a
idea.
tomato
Regardless
or
of
some
following
bacon.
along, I got kimchi,
But you
which I
start
never
like
had
throwing
before in my
kimchi
life.
on it and
And
shit.
we're
It's
just
like
gonna
when
play
I gotta
around with
look
this
up
word
what it
kimchi.
is on
He does
Google,
specify
it's not a
homemade
grilled cheese
kimchi,
anymore, man.
But I not making kimchi, don't know how, so I just got it from this can here. But hey, maybe whoever produces this made it at their house and sells it at
Help
the
me, I'm
store, so, I mean,
confused.
it's
Oh,
still
yeah.
punch, I'd say.
It's just
I'm
wild.
going to stick that in the oven. Look, a beautiful fireplace over there. Nice and warm. Take it on board.
You know you gotta do your grilled cheese in the fireplace,
Yeah,
right?
so this Pioneer actually uses the fireplace to cook the grilled cheese. I'm over here like a real idiot sandwich just using 21st century technology with the stovetop. I don't have a fireplace, so I couldn't do this step as he does either. But I have to wonder, why the fuck is he using the fireplace to cook it anyway? I can't imagine that adds much to it. I mean, maybe like if some of the wood in the fireplace ends up in the sandwich, maybe that's cool. Like we like some wood chips in there, that'd be cool. But yeah, I couldn't do it, and I wasn't gonna go out back and start a campfire just to follow along.
See, that's the difference between me and Charlie. I definitely would have started a campfire just to follow along.
And that helps to get the cheese nicely melted. Turn that over. And look. Beautiful. The cheese is melted.
Yeah, Gordon, the man who calls half the chefs he ever encounters a fucking donkey, somehow burns the grilled cheese. He just burns the bread and doesn't even manage to melt the cheese. If this is how it's done, then everyone's been fucking up. You know, if your cheese melts, you've ruined the grilled
Yeah,
cheese
exactly.
standards, it seems. It's really confusing because this is a video. We can all see the cheese is not melted. It's still blocky. It still looks cold. But he's saying that it's melted. I don't know if Gordon thought he was on a podcast or something where we weren't able to actually look at his work, so he could just like lie about it. But it's pretty laughable that he's just going against what your eyes are clearly telling you. But anyway, I didn't want to burn mine, so I actually did a better job of cooking this than Gordon does. But everything else is a disaster. That sound means it's time for a flip.
The worst flip ever.
The cheese is starting to melt. Fuck, I ruined it.
You just pulled it off the heat
Yeah,
entirely.
I'm trying to save the cheese before it starts melting. That's blasphemous in the house of Gordon Ramsay grilled cheese. I want to reach in there and grab it, but I know my survival instincts just won't let it happen.
Oh, is that they both had so much fun making these, I'm sure. I'm not sure how much fun they had eating them though. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how melted that cheese is.
Oh my god. That is incredible.
If someone served this to Gordon on one of his shows, he'd flip a table and piss his pants. You can't even melt cheese! You fucking donut! The cheese isn't even melted! And yet here it's like, oh my god, this is one of the best cheeses. Oh my god, this is incredible. Amazing. Remarkable what the pepperberry does with the acidity of the kimchi. Oh my, it's... Like, it's just crazy. I don't understand what happened here. There's no chance Gordon actually thought he made something good here. Because the cheese isn't even melted. You failed the only step in grilled cheese, which is melting the cheese. The final product isn't even a grilled cheese. He ended up making a Lunchable. It's just some cold cheese with like some meat in the middle there. But hey, I followed the steps, so maybe it tastes better than it looks.
He ended up making a Lunchable.
Whoa! Now that's a grilled cheese. Man, Gordon Ramsay gets it done. Somehow he came up with the worst grilled cheese recipe ever, and I made it worse. All right. See if it lives up to the hype. Yep. That tastes about as awful as I expected it to be. Let's try the more kimchi heavy side. Maybe that Gordon Ramsay like to say the acidity is going to bring out the flavor of the pepperberry. We don't have that.
You don't have.
Oh. Mmm. Yum, yum, yum.
I just can't even imagine how bad that is. He can't contain it.
Kimchi on the grilled cheese. That's the Krabby Patty secret formula. Let me tell you what. Yum.
Maybe it's because we got a cabbage-based kimchi.
Fuck.
What?
That's so bad. Oh my god. Makes me want more. You're biting into fucking hard cheese in kimchi. Whee!
Oh, but yeah. So now I'm gonna do a video that's if Gordon Ramsay made a chicken patty. That one's gonna be a fun one. At least he didn't put pickles in, right? No, but grilled cheese are like one of those keep it simple, stupid. Is the video you want the Some Ordinary Gamers video? Is this the one you wanted to see? This is the only day before video on here. The penguin one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Grilled cheese is better on an actual grill? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd say, well, it depends on the type of bread, the type of, well, I think this is a new one. I watched him playing, is this what I was, is this him playing it? It's not gonna show me. What?
Authorities
What is this?
very
replaced by the sound.
What the fuck is? Oh,
That guy was
this
tricked.
was just this was him talking about his podcast. I was like, why do I want to listen to you talk about your own podcast? There it is. That's the one I saw. Fake game came out and it's actually horrible. Well, you want this one? Scam game situation is crazy. Let's watch this.
The word fantastic is defined by Merriam-Webster as meaning excellent. It's used to express that something is really good, even great, like Tony the Tiger says.
It's already
This
starting
definition
off
no
pretty
longer
fire.
holds any meaning in my eyes. When I see the word fantastic, forevermore I will now only think of the scam game company Fantastic, the absolute clowns responsible for the day before. It is a never-ending disaster. The rain won't stop falling, but it won't wash away the tears as players who have expected that this game to be good for over a year find out that they were the victims of a giant fucking scam.
You know what
So
the funny thing
Fantastic
is?
HQ posted their
I
official
like
statement.
didn't even hear about this game until it came out, and everyone was like, "This is the worst game," and everyone's been talking about it for years. I was like, "Dude, I don't even remember hearing about it," but I do understand that it's terrible because I watched that other Penguin Zero video and it was fucking hilarious. The gameplay was so bad. It was like, it looked like a game that should have come out in 2005.
today where they said this. They dropped this stinky bombshell. Today we announced the closure of Fantastic Studio. Unfortunately, the day before has failed financially and we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. The game has been out for 4 days and they're already throwing in the towel like, it's over. It's done. We've lost all of our money. It's kaput. And it is an absolutely revolting pile of garbage. But it's only been 4 days. I've never seen a studio get.
I remember all the trailers. It
just
looked
seems like
good
a
in
convenient
trailers.
excuse
Oh
to
yeah,
close
fair
up
enough.
shop and
I
run
never
away
see good be
and
this good
hide
yet.
because of all of the shady business they'd been.
I don't
want
to play something
so.
now
But
that
anyway,
I'm done stuffing
we
my
invested
face.
all our efforts, resources, and man hours into development of the day before, which was our first huge
Alright,
game.
how do
we really
I-
wanted to release new patches to reveal the full potential of the game, but unfortunately we don't have the funding to continue the work. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of the day before. There were no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. At the moment, the future of Day Before and Prop Night is unknown, but the servers will remain operational. We apologize if we didn't meet your expectations. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately, we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor. We're grateful to everyone who supported us during these difficult years. It's been a fantastic journey over the past 8 years. And then they go through their resume there. So the reason they keep driving home the idea that, hey, we didn't take any money from anyone during the long time of misleading the public into what we were actually working on. We didn't take any money. Thus, we can't possibly be misconstrued as some kind of illegitimate business or a scam. But there's many other ways you scam people besides taking their money directly. Like you did inadvertently end up taking people's money through false advertisement. You did technically scam them because you
Stays there
advertised
even
an
when I
open world
move it.
MMO game. You advertise so many things that aren't in
But
the
not
actual
when I
game you released,
minimize it.
and
Good
so
to
many
know.
players still thought that's what they were going to get with your package. So you did still take their money eventually, even though it wasn't crowdfunded in the beginning. You still ultimately did scam your audience. But anyway, I want to break down the.
They
whole
took
situation
earlier
around
butt
the
money?
studio
Yeah,
as well
they
as
did.
The day before, and also
They said,
there
we can
is a
do
little
this
bit
the
more that's
easy
going on
way
here besides just the
or
quality
the
of their studio that
hard
I'd like
way.
to talk about. And I'll get into all that. In
They
just
made
a
the
moment.
game make
First, I wanna
Gollum and
talk
King
about
Kong
RPGs
look
real
good.
quick.
Yeah,
Thanks to
someone
RPGs
said
for sponsoring this
about
video.
making
RPGs
King
is the
Kong
best
look good.
browser
I heard
available,
Gollum was
period.
terrible. I haven't
I've talked
seen
about
any
it
of
many
that.
times, but it is the truth.
Opera?
Unlike
Nobody
other
fucking uses
browsers,
Opera
it's not
anymore.
A resource hog, so using
Like-
Opera is never going to like tank your performance or anything.
I
like
mean, I
that.
guess it's better than. I guess it's better than using
Everything
Chrome,
is
but
super
nobody
convenient
uses
with
Opera.
because you can just have everything pretty much integrated directly into the browser, like your messaging apps.
What
Discord,
should I play?
Facebook Messenger, Instagram. But there's also just so much you can do with
I
it.
kind of want to
Your
play
personal tastes,
Pokemon
thanks
Unite,
to
but I don't
GX
have the
mods. You
capture
can create
card set up
something
yet. I need an
entirely
HDMI
unique and
cable.
original, or you can choose from some
Walking
mods that
Dead was
already
bad
exist on
game
Opera,
too.
like the Eric Andre mod.
I haven't seen Walking Dead. I heard that there's an Avatar game, but that's all I know. I just know that there is an Avatar game. I guess I'm playing Lost Ark.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
No, I
Another
don't
fun
want to play
feature is
Lost
the
Ark.
GX Corner, which can keep you up to date on.
Dude, I
upcoming
wanna
video
I
game
wanna
release
play a
dates,
game,
as well as the best deals.
but there's no
around, so
games
you
I
can
want to
find
play.
The optimal spot to shop for the upcoming game. It's just so many fun features that Opera has. I highly recommend using Opera as your browser from this point forward. You can click the link in the description below to get started.
But it
And
looked
thanks again
good
to Opera
today
for
before.
sponsoring.
That's just even a silly.
Now, I'm just going to break down the basics of this if you haven't followed this story. It's something I've talked about for about a year now, and the game just came out, so it's being talked about again. I also just made a video on it. But the day before was Steam's most wish-listed game. It was a series of trailers that were advertising a product that never actually existed, and the developers...
I kind of want to
studios
play
were
ESO, but I'm not
fantastic.
subbed,
They're
so
responsible for the most
I won't be
misleading
able to do
marketing
anything
I've
without
ever
filling
seen.
up my bank.
That would be like me trying to market myself on Tinder as being 6'5". Like, you can't really tell in a lot of the photos, but eventually someone's gonna find out that I'm not that tall.
I kind of
That's
want to play
exactly what happened with
Destiny,
this
but
game.
Destiny
Everything they were
sucks.
showcasing this open world zombie game never actually existed. So what happened is, what did release 4 days ago is this fucking mess, this wonky piece of shit that is unplayably bad. And it's clear that they never ever had that product they were showcasing.
Did you do your
for
Destiny
years
2
that
story?
people
Have
were so
that
excited for.
as background
Now,
music
I have
at
a
this
working
point?
game theory on
Starfield?
what
I would
exactly
play
led to all
Starfield
of
if I
this.
had it.
I truly think Fantastic as a studio made all of these trailers to generate as much hype as possible to get like an audience hooked on their idea, their concept, to try and sell
I
it
think
to
I did the
investors to get a
Destiny
lot
2
of
story,
investor
yeah.
backing
Just the
behind
new
it.
wish
So
stuff
they go
of
through this
go.
nefarious plot. They do
Go
get a
fight
ton
Riven.
of people excited for the day before, most wish-listed game on Steam and
Well,
all
don't
that.
fight him.
But
Wake him up.
maybe no investors
Get his
ever
eggs.
bid. Maybe
I
they
haven't
never
done-
received any investor backing. So then maybe they felt as though they were pressured.
I
At
guess
that
I
point.
didn't
They
ha-
had their
I
ass
didn't
held
do
to the
this
fire.
week
They have
yet.
all these people
Yeah, I can do
demanding a
that.
game
I haven't
that
done
they
the new
don't
week.
have,
It
and
would
they
have.
don't have the ability to
No,
make
wait, no. It
and perhaps
resets
they were fearful of a potential
later
lawsuit
today.
for
It
what
hasn't
they were
reset
doing.
yet. It's just
So,
now
then
Tuesday.
they
So
cobbled
I
together
did
this
last
piece of
week. I
shit
haven't
in their
done this
colon and
week
poop
that
it
it's
out onto
about to
Steam
happen
4
yet.
days ago, and the
Because
rest
I
is
haven't
history.
developed the
It's bad.
ability
Everyone
to
hates
blink
it
back
because
and
it's
forth in
really
time yet. I'm almost there.
bad. And now they feel as though they can comfortably wash their hands of this whole chapter of the book and walk away without being in like legal trouble or anything like that. That's
Oh,
what
never
I
mind.
think happened, because I have no other explanation for why they would make a fake trailer, make fake trailers for a game that they weren't actively making and never were actively making. It doesn't compute. If this was a Kickstarter thing, then I'd get it. Their whole plan was to scam people by getting a ton of money in this game they weren't making. Like, that happens all the time on Kickstarter. But here, they weren't making money throughout this process of, like, misleading people. So what the fuck was the point? I can't quite figure it out. So this is the best theory I have for it. Now, anyway, that's kind of the whole breakdown in a nutshell. Now, I definitely want to mention that the game is no longer available for purchase anymore, apparently. So
I would
everyone
joke and
who's
say
got
play the
game
week
has a
after,
rare
but
gem on their hands,
I do
'cause
have
you can't buy it
Cyberpunk, but
anymore.
I don't
They
have
closed the studio and
the
they
new
closed access to
expansion.
the game, which makes sense because how could they keep the game open if the studio's not there? Where the
Although
fuck
I
would
haven't
you go?
played
You just
since
go
the
into, like, an
update
endless
either.
void? But it seems as though the goal for this group of goofballs is now to erase the day before from the internet entirely, to wipe its presence, just poof into the night, vanish, so people could move on and forget, and they could
We
all
could
go
try
to their next
Cyberpunk.
big scam project, perhaps, because that seems to be the direction that they're trying
I
to go.
do have
And also, it's worth mentioning,
a
when the day
corpo
before
I was
released,
playing, but I wonder
they
if I can
themselves
like
posted
keep her
this bullet point
cosmetics
list of very odd
and just
things. This is
restart
a really
with her.
fishy thing that went up, and it immediately sounded some alarm bells for me.
I mean,
On
I'd
stream,
love
I even said
the
to,
expansion, but
one
I
of
don't
the
have
players,
money.
Well, I didn't
so.
say it to him. There was a player in my day before lobby who was like, "Man, I can't wait for the updates to really smooth out this game." I said that's
We
never
need to
happened.
wait till
I
I
knew this game was never going to be updated.
catch a bag.
Like I mentioned, this feels as though they put it out because they felt they absolutely had to, and they had no
It's
other choice but to
updating.
produce something tangible. And now that they did, they run away.
It's
and
got
pretend it never happened.
56
And this
minutes
bullet point
remaining,
list
so I
is the
think we're
main
gonna
thing that
play
made me
something
feel
else
that
for
way.
a while.
So it's like, to our future player who will dive into the game on December 7th, we made this for you. So like almost a little victory lap, you know, it's a celebration together. We'll continue improving the game and adding content. That didn't age well. It didn't even make it a fucking week before they put her down, took it behind the barn. They then have a bunch of mumbo jumbo to the haters. To a person who didn't believe in us, we made this game for you too. We accept any kind of criticism and don't hold a grudge against you. Before we continue moving forward together, kindly allow us to note a few things. Please forgive us for not doing the best marketing and teasers. We learn something new and improve ourselves every single day. Jesus.
What the
made
shit?
teasers
You
and
just like
marketing for
outright
something that never
lied,
existed.
dude.
And they also copied quite a bit of things from those as well. Please don't accuse us of scamming. That's not true. We didn't take a penny from anyone. Literally begging people to just stop calling them Scam Game, even though they are Scam Game Studio. Like this is still a scam. Please don't accuse us of asset flip. That's not true. Also, our team worked
just gonna
day
play
and night
this
for 5
while I
years
wait
to
for
make
the
our dream
update.
game a reality, which is also not true.
I did
because
the DLC
actual
on my
fucking
first
Steam
character
app
and made a
is an
second to see
asset.
the
They
base
used
game
assets.
changes. Okay.
Like, I don't know why they're just blatantly lying about it. And then please don't underestimate our work. It wasn't easy. We are like you. We worked hard, and we're incredibly happy that our game will finally see the light of day for everyone to explore. Saw the light of day for 4 days. It didn't even make it long enough to learn how to crawl before you gave up on it. Well, it was always the plan to give up on it, clearly. I think that was designed from the beginning. They got a huge influx of cash. I think they had like a peak player count of like 30K. That's a lot of money. Like, that is actually a lot of money that they got up front for this fucking game, this pile of shit. So they did make a pretty penny off it and then bounce. They just said, we're out. The whole thing is so
You
scummy.
see what?
I think everybody knew this game wasn't going to get any real support from this team. I think all of us were surprised they even put something out to begin with. That was the biggest shocker about any of this, that they actually
still need
produced
some
something,
wins,
even
don't
though
I?
it was barely functional and absolutely horrid to play.
5
the fact
wins.
They made something was
All
such a
roles or
surprising
playing
twist.
support.
But yeah, everything else besides that is not surprising. Them closing immediately after this comes out, after getting some money from the gamers, that super expected. I didn't think it'd be 4 days. I thought they'd close it after like a
Dream
month or so,
crashed.
closing people down and maybe like drip feeding a couple of meaningless updates.
Not
here
for
and
me,
there,
it didn't.
Perhaps, like maybe. I didn't expect it to be this quick, but yeah, that's kind of the whole story here, and I feel like that's probably where the
The
legend
bit
of the
rate
day
is
before-
kind of
yeah.
weird, but it looks
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
about
still
it.
running
Yeah.
fine. And it looks like it's on Twitch's side. Nothing I can really do about it. I don't, because people are fucking idiots. People will defend anything. Oh, I'm tank.
Oh, ladies
Probably
and
help the
gentlemen.
team. I want to see what he has to say
A couple
about it.
days before, I talked about a game called The Day Before, which is at one point considered Steam's most wish-listed game. Meaning that
My
Steam
throne
players
is
apparently
where I
really love this
say
game
it
to the
is.
point where they put
Dr.
a wish list tag
Disrespect.
on and
We
said,
hunt foxes
Daddy,
where I come
I can't
from.
wait till this drops so I can play.
He's
it."
kind of funny.
The fox
Okay,
is
I don't-
that's true and all. But ladies and gentlemen,
I don't
this
watch
game
Dr.
launched
Disrespect,
literally a
but
couple days
I
before
enjoy a
the
good
day
Dr. Disrespect clip.
and the studio shut down the day after. Now, normally I don't laugh when a studio closes, but these guys are not exactly the best studio in terms of anything. So again, if we're going to go back in time and look at one of their initial statements, to our future players who will dive into the game on December 7th, which literally is like, what, 4 days ago? We made this for you so you can enjoy
The
it
game
when it
is
becomes a
kind of
celebration.
laggy.
So
It's
that
not
we began.
enjoying me
This is where we're at now.
doing the
Today
video
we
at the
announced
same
the closure
time.
of
I
Fantastic
missed.
Studio. Ooh. Unfortunately, the day
What
before has
the
failed
fuck
to
did our...
finance
Oh
us,
my god.
and we lack the funds to continue. All
Their
income
junk is
received
just
being used to
deleting
pay off
us.
debts
Our Mercy
to our
got
partners.
destroyed. Okay.
We've invested all our efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of Day Before, which was our first huge game. We really wanted to release new patches and to reveal the full potential of the game, but unfortunately we don't have the funding to continue the work. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development.
I wanted to axe her. Whatever.
Campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into this game. At the moment, the future of the Day Before and Prop Night is unknown, but the servers will remain operational. I assume they probably have an agreement for like a certain time the servers are up there.
Their junk's
And until
pretty
that
good.
agreement ends, you can play this brilliant MMO extraction shooter that was supposed to be, as of today, still an open world MMO survival set in the present day on the US East Coast following the deadly pandemic. So again, we apologize if we didn't meet your expectation. We did everything in our power, but unfortunately we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor, so here they come with a whole year of their accomplishments. And of course, they finally ended 4 days after they released their biggest fucking game in the world. That's a correction. When I actually looked at this earlier on before we recorded the podcast, I swear to God, I thought we still had like a sale being made here. But it seems like the game isn't being sold, obviously, because it's shutting down. Now, if you look at the Steam reviews, you can see that yes, it's overwhelmingly negative, but a common trope amongst them is product refunded, product refunded, product refunded, product refunded, product refunded. Oh shit! So again, ladies and gentlemen, there's a few more things to this story. Being one of the most wish-listed games is pretty big, but to actually go down to the reality of it, in the 4 days this game was alive, it literally had a peak of around 38,000 players, 38,104 players, which was their all-time peak.
It would be nice if someone else could shoot it. I have a shotgun. I can barely hit. I could have hit that last one, but still, I shot it like 5 times. I just couldn't kill it because I have a freaking shotgun.
Is it?
And of course, that number kept slipping and slipping and slipping.
Mercy should have switched off the boost onto her blaster.
Yeah, I guess if you wanted to finally get into the game and not have server issues, this might be your only time to play the game. Now, I'm personally a little bit depressed because I wish I could have played this game. But I didn't. I didn't buy it. I didn't jump into it, and frankly, I'll never get to experience the
Where is it?
feat that is The Day Before, rendered on my local system. So I decided to dig a little bit deeper and see maybe if there was some update on their Discord. On their Discord, one of their employees over here, one of the Discord moderators, I guess, was like, "Alas, goodbye, and thank you for myself and the rest of the mod team. We appreciated all the fun we had over the time we spent here. We had our community ups and downs, The kind words today were appreciated from the mods. Effing fumbled and tried to use us as a scapegoat. One day, someone will make the game we all desire. Yeah, this is the same mod that also defended the game and said it's not.
That was one of the worst diva bombs I've ever seen.
By the developers. But that said, you still couldn't take these idiots.
Oh, what? Our fucking.
What are you doing? Critical thinking skills, my man.
How is our Mercy always dead? To the junk of all things. You can fly, Mercy.
How to do refunds after Steam's pre-allocated time. The fact that we're looking up guides just shows you how bad it is.
Sup, bye? How's it going, dude? Good to see you. Doesn't Steam take back the money? I'm not sure.
Meaning that this is not
You'd have to ask someone.
100%. So based on some
Can't reach him.
information regarding the day before, one thing that I wanted to look at was how much
This team is just terrible.
And according to this one report from an insider, lifetime Steam units were 201,000 units. Okay, and I believe the game was being sold at like $54 Canadian. I guess you can do the conversion for America or Europe or any currency.
I got Diva out of the mech. That's all I was trying to do. Why are you doing that, Mercy? Okay. I guess if you killed them, that works.
91,000 refunds, dude. That is insanity. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is not good for any company. To give you an idea of how Steam refunds work, they're not meant for you to try out a game.
Like, I keep deleting their supports, but we still can't push the freaking thing because we can't kill their shit.
And this game is in fact a blatant lie. Remember,
and why are I not getting heals? Like, I can't push.
It was just a crappy.
Like, I'm not being super aggressive with the damage because I'm just trying to chill, but that's what DPS are for.
You should have built it that way. It was interesting because there is an actual amalgamation.
Okay, I'm gonna die to this.
Posted all of the features, so weather, snow, time of day.
Okay, unless he just whiffs it, that works.
Proximity chat. They've got physics simulations and collisions. They've got forcing the door open while sprinting. Man, the bar is set real low for gamers these days. Jesus. But again, they've got a zombie horde. These are more zombies than I've ever seen. Than actual streamers playing the game, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this game looks different than the one that came out. And to understand, that's not like unusual. There's always bullshittery that goes on when you're promoting a game and when the final release version comes out. That doesn't mean it's okay. It just means that there were definitely some things that were not available from this build, it seems, in the final 20.
I love assassinating the other team's healers.
And one other really shocking thing that people have found out was when they looked into the actual Steam reviews.
That was a nice bomb.
So inside the Steam,
by the time I saw where it was, I was just dead.
Positive reviews, you know, the thumbs up. And of course, they post. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I played enough Metal Gear Solid 3 to get by. But if you notice, whoa, it seems like there's a lot of like-minded people in the Russian Federation. Because there's a lot of positive reviews for people that have specifically 13.5 hours on record. 13.5, 13.5. Look, I'm not going to accuse anybody of having a click farm for reviews, but damn.
Damn it, I wanted to hit her with that knife so bad.
All this really means that it couldn't have been better.
We're just letting Junk clean us up, and Junk's not even good. Like, he's not bad, but he's not this good, you know? But where the hell are the healers?
One of the interesting things that they mentioned throughout this was, for those who don't believe in us, please don't accuse us of asset flip. That's not true. Our team worked day and night for 5 years to make a game a reality.
I need you, Gracie.
Alright, ready? Ready for this one? One person actually looked down and again, this is what they are confirming are from the marketplace. This isn't me. If I can't find them, or I'm not sure definitively, I'm not placing reviews. This was a Steam post in the community section, in the discussion, but I believe it was removed where they showed
Healers are so bad.
camera, the ascent dialogue.
Why am I not getting healed? Because they're just letting that kill them. Perfect. Let's just stand right next to each other and not kill the Junkrat ult when it's coming for us.
We've got the Urban City Pack, the City Skyline Restaurant, and Piano Bar. The 7 Cars Pack. Look, at the end of the day, buying assets for game development isn't necessarily a crime. For smaller developers and newer people, obviously assets are bought for development time, but at least conveniently convey them. Don't just sit on
Come
your
on,
high
please
horse.
heal me.
Please don't
What's the
accuse
point in having healers if I don't ever get healed?
Asset flip. When in reality, the community has had at least 4 days to sit down, and again, based on one observer, this was the assets they claim were in the game. Personally, I can't confirm it because I never bought the game, and there's a good reason why I didn't buy the game. Because I knew it was going to be a shit game with its horrible development cycle. Remember the amount of delays this game has went through? And the initial announcement trailer, the fact that on their own YouTube page...
Where the hell are our healers? Oh my god, they're so dumb.
For their video game. Just so this
How is one diva without any support able to stop my entire team? Like, just kill it. You got 2 DPS and 2 healers. But no, you're gonna let them push when now we're gonna lose in the last 30 seconds because you didn't kill the fucking diva.
I didn't see the crazy crowd. I didn't see a game worth getting excited about. It really seems like this game was built by aping the advertisement of literally The Last of Us and sold itself as this open world zombie survival.
But it moves so fast. No, you can't step off the robot. It's literally overtime now because you let them push it all that frickin' way for no damn reason.
Why would you just not buy the Division or release any game if you wanted that extraction shooter? Why the stuff wasn't conveyed properly is disgusting. And this game, in my opinion, is in fact a scam. And the fact that they shuttered 4 days down the road, there needs to be...
I didn't realize how low I was. I was about to left shift, but I didn't realize I was that low.
Should. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a disgusting release. And honestly, this is the record implosion of a company destroying itself in literally just...
Yeah, I don't feel like playing this game.
Quote unquote, their biggest game ever. This is without a doubt one of Fantastic's most fantastic
Trash teammates.
And I think
they can't leave with all that money, right? How's it going, Bio? How are you? How you been lately? What's you been playing, dude? I haven't seen you stream in a minute. What are we gonna play instead? Did you see this one? I saw the new one too with that. I actually do want to see about Temu.
Hello guys and gals.
Because someone was trying to convince me to get something to get into Temu the other day.
A couple months ago I made a video in regards to Temu where I said I don't trust them. And
yeah,
let's just
it looked like the sketchiest scam site.
Than that, okay?
I literally told my friend not to buy anything from there because it looked like a scam site.
Sponsors at this moment in time. And it's basically run by everybody. You know, you'll find it from channels as large as Linus Tech Tips with "You wanted a Temu gaming setup," all the way down to things like, you know, I guess testing the most viral items on Temu.
I guess we go Warframe now.
Gaming setup off Temu. People will do these haul videos.
No, I don't feel like Warframe.
Amazon haul, so on and so forth.
I'll let it finish updating.
For $100 and then make like a couple thousands off of the videos that they make. Now, I'm not dogging on the creators for taking sponsorships from Temu. I get it. Inflation sucks. You gotta get a bag somehow.
I'm doing ESO. But, I don't care if my fucking
offers come out from third-party agencies
bank is
telling us, "Hey, we've got Temu sponsorships." And I don't know
what?
if these guys watch my channel, but if you just did one check, you have to understand I don't like Temu. Much like I don't like predatory video games in the mobile marketplace. There are literally sponsorships that we will not take on this channel because it can get into some pretty ethically damning territory. So I'm going to say it for the record, I'm going to say it for the millionth time. Temu, Shein, any other dog shit e-commerce website, you can offer us $100,000. Hell, you can offer us $1 million, okay? We will not take your sponsorship because my channel has a pretty strong emphasis on keeping your privacy, cybersecurity, and keeping yourself safe on the internet. I don't trust Temu whatsoever. I don't trust that they will keep you safe.
We're gonna
and
start
I
this video
actually
over
personally
because I haven't
guys
listened to any of
down to
it
me,
so
Mutahar,
far.
And today we're going to be looking at TeamU again.
I was just
You might
trying to
remember
figure out
a
what to
month
play.
ago I made a video in regards to TeamU where I said I don't trust them. And let's just say today I trust them even less than that, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, TeamU is probably one of YouTube's largest sponsors at this moment in time. And it's basically run by everybody. You know, you'll find it from channels as large as Linus Tech Tips with "You wanted a TeamU gaming setup," all the way down to things like, you know, I guess, testing the most viral items on TeamU, or I bought an entire gaming setup off TeamU. People will do these haul videos, kind of like Wish.com, Amazon hauls, so on and so forth. They'll buy a bunch of cheap crap for $100 and then make like a couple thousands off of the videos that they make. Now, I'm not dogging on the creators for taking sponsorships from TeamU. I get it. Inflation sucks. You got to get a bag somehow. But for me, we've had offers come out from third-party agencies telling us, hey, we've got TeamU sponsorships. And I don't know if these guys watch my channel, but if you just did one check, you have to understand I don't like TeamU. Much like I don't like predatory video games in the mobile marketplace. There are literally sponsorships that we will not take on this channel because it can get into some pretty ethically damning territory. So I'm going to say it for the record, I'm going to say it for the millionth time. TeamU, Shein, any other dog shit e-commerce website, you can offer us $100,000. Hell, you can offer us $1 million, okay? We will not take your sponsorship because my channel has a pretty strong emphasis on keeping your privacy, cybersecurity, and keeping yourself safe on the internet. I don't trust TeamU whatsoever. I don't trust that they will keep you safe, and I actually personally believe that they are involved in some shady stuff, okay? That's just my personal belief, all right? I'm not making these claims. Obviously, that's for the courts to decide. And
I told my friend it was a scammer website.
You'll find
It
out,
looks so
they got a
shady.
Black Friday pre-sale.
What are these
Shit
new
is starting
crates?
from 79 cents Canadian, okay? To give you an idea, they literally just send crap, plastic dog shit, fake products all the time, okay? Literally some of the lowest quality slop is being sold
That's not
right
what I
now.
want.
You want to buy Christmas slop for $1.49 starting? There you go. You want to buy some electronics? You think you're going to buy that projector for 79 cents? No, you're not. If you go to their gaming section, you'll find out they'll say you like chess sets,
Well, that's
cards.
sick.
If you get lucky, you'll find this $17 2.4-inch retro video game console. What? So if you go to this entire console, you'll see like people are playing like pirated ROMs of Super Mario Brothers. You might be like, but Muda, why isn't Nintendo stopping them? Dog, they're not even stopping the fake ROMs being sold on the Amazon storefront. You think they give a shit about TeamU? You think they have any right there? Hell no. This is a battle for Nintendo legal to fight, and I don't think they're gonna do it. I love how they straight up say sustainability at TeamU. I want to read this dog shit. TeamU's tree planting
Not a
commitment
bad box.
as part of our ongoing commitment to environmental sustainability. Oh, that's so cute, by the way. Because TeamU, while they care about environmental
Back to ESO?
sustainability,
Yeah.
apparently TeamU
I
is
didn't know what to
actually
play
invested by
tonight,
the
driver,
US
so I was like,
for basically involving themselves.
I literally
in
played 3
slavery.
different games, I think, already on this stream. I did one game of Overwatch and I got tilted, and I was like, no, fuck that.
For those of you who don't know, there is
ESO.
a situation involving concentration camps and, in a way, systemic genocide against
I have
an entire
14
group of
male,
people
but I have
within
no
the
male.
residents of China happening right
Perfect.
before our eyes. I'm not going to get too
How
far
you
into
been,
it, but
dude?
To give you an idea, the government of the United States is investigating, and they are looking at that TeamU is responsible for millions of shipments that are sent to the U.S. each year through a network of tens of thousands of sellers on its online marketplace.
Yeah, I don't.
So both TeamU and, of course, Shein, who are their competitors in this fast fashion e-commerce space, rely heavily on de minimis exception to ship packages directly to U.S. consumers.
They were right at his feet,
again,
2 of them.
they are likely responsible for more than
2 of
30%
them.
all packages shipped to the United States daily.
I should move the...
And likely nearly half of all shipments to the U.S. originate from China. TeamU's business model is to avoid bearing responsibility for compliance with the UFLPA and other prohibitions on forced labor while relying on tens of thousands of Chinese suppliers to ship goods directly to U.S. consumers.
Do I have
Other
okay?
key
Yeah.
findings from the report, it actually says that
This
Temu
isn't
admits
actually
that
a
it does not
healer.
expressly
It's
prohibit
a
third-party
DPS,
sellers from
but
selling
it's my
products based
quester.
on their origin in
So
the
I'm not
Xinjiang
set up for
Autonomous
DPS.
Region,
For max
where the Uyghur
DPS right
genocide
now, I
is
have the
happening.
matriarch
So
on
in
there, which is
response
all
to
you
our
really
inquiry,
need to
Temu
heal.
acknowledged that it does not have a
Yeah, so it's
policy
generally a good
in
time.
place
What
to
sort of
prohibit the
content
sales of
do you?
goods
I do
from
like a little
Xinjiang.
bit of everything.
The location of the CCP
Yeah, those nades had me
ongoing
raging. Oh, I
genocide.
can tell, dude.
This is
I
particularly
mostly have done a
concerning in
lot
light
of like
Temu's lack of
endgame
their UFLPA
kind of PvP.
compliance mechanisms.
Like
In
I've
fact,
done, I've
after
cleared
our investigation, we found that Temu's
Maelstrom
marketplace
Marina on
features
this
a product
character. This
with
is
a low screenshot
basically my
obtained on
main,
May
my
31st,
quester.
2023.
It's not my first
This is the
character,
product right
but
over here,
my first
which
character
is,
was a tank,
apparently
and then I realized how much questing on
handmade
tanks
knitted
sucks.
cotton pendant with Xinjiang
So this
cotton.
is my
Yeah, so we
quester.
straight up mentioned it by name.
She's the one I do like all
So
the
again,
bullshit
that
on.
cotton in
She's just
specific,
a
the US is
storm
claiming
mage.
is
She's
intrinsically
not
linked
made
to
to be
forced
like min
labor.
max
And
DPS.
import of such
She
cotton
just
into
straight
the
up
US is
she uses all the lightning
prohibited
abilities.
under US
She's
law.
a storm witch.
So right
That's her
now,
whole.
the United States government is really cracking down on
I don't
companies
remember
that
how
are
to
so
zoom in and
willing
out.
to use
I used to have it
such
set
labor,
up that you could.
slave
Oh,
labor allegedly.
So now going back to their sustainability crap, I really don't care if they're planting some trees. If it turns out they're using forced human labor, then yeah, I don't really care if you.
She's
plant
got
an
the
entire
witch
goddamn
title.
Amazonian rainforest. This is still goddamn unethical.
nice. I need to get back and finish my. Yeah, I got so many quests I gotta do.
Yes, it's true. Ethical consumption can be a problem, but when it's this blatantly disregarded, then is it really worth buying some crappy plastic knickknack over on Temu or really any service like that?
Oh, I have a bunch of newbies. I don't know if they're all like actually new, but no one's on a leveled character.
I'm not going to put my beliefs on you.
But again, you know, to be honest with you, these companies are.
I
so
love this
big at
dungeon. This
point,
is a
if you
great
actually
dungeon.
look into the
Oh, I'm
background
running out of food.
TD Holding,
That
which
would
is
that would
the
be
actual
unfortunate.
company that owns Temu at this moment in time. They are growing so rapidly that even their founder has went from like $14 billion, like Colin Huang, to like $37 billion, pretty much over the course of Temu's rise. Like, this is one of the richest dudes in China. Actually, from what I understand, he's beaten out like Jackie Ma, who's like probably one of the most iconic rich guys, almost known as the Jeff Bezos from China. This e-commerce platform that they have, Temu, PDD Holding, Pinduoduo, which is of course the parent of Temu, is so wildly successful despite being such a lost leader that the people who are in this situation that are running it have just blown up their fortunes to no end. And obviously where I'm getting at is these fortunes are so high that I think no matter what, at some point, despite as morally fucked as their company is, they're just going to get away with it because they can obviously hand whatever donations they have.
Got a necro tank? Nice. I love necro tanks.
They can effectively get away with straight up murder, as sad as it sounds. To give you an idea of some of the wildest ads that I've ever seen in TV, one of these ones very like recently that showed up was when they started selling a Nintendo Switch, I shit you not, for $7. Now, could you technically buy a Nintendo Switch off Temu for $7? Maybe at one point, very, very briefly. But obviously, you can see that they're charging $350 just to attract.
My Nintendo Switch for $7. Yeah, that's a little sus.
Down to like $7. Now, throughout every sponsorship for Temu, one of the things that you'll find out is obviously they want you to go to their website or they want you to download their iOS or Android app. And this is where things get really, 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 really shady.
This is where we
So very recently, Temu just had a lawsuit that kicked in very recently, where they have been alleged to actually be spying on you through their website www.temu.com. So right here, you can see that one of the plaintiffs, Eric, has filed a class action complaint against defendant Whalesco Incorporated, which is doing business as Temu, and basically they said that Temu and their in-app website browser, so temu.com, they said that it fails to secure consumers' personal data, their name, address,
I did
email address,
64% of our team damage.
financial information, biometrics data like your fingerprints or face ID.
I'll not even like really try.
To steal personal and financial data.
I think they are actually all new players.
And enable by defendants' knowing violation of its obligation to abide by best practices.
They're probably like, how the fuck is this witch just deleting things? Our healer is insane. And I'm not even really doing that much damage.
Actually goes after them for apparently wiretapping their website www.
I was also trying to solo dragons in that zone, but every time I got one low, the solo would be ruined by randos coming up to help. Yeah, that would be difficult. I don't know if you can really... You'd have to like get really lucky with an empty instance. Not instance, but you know what I'm talking about. They're not called layers in this. I forget what they're called.
That actually looked into it with their own analysis and saw that Team utilizes calls to outside device data and functions that are inappropriate or dangerous. It looks as if there's some fight in our challenge.
I want to walk outside of that because it looks dangerous. But dangerous is pink. Yeah, I keep trying to do it at like 3 a.m. but couldn't quite get it up to kill. It was fun though. I love that zone. Yeah, Elsewhere is a great zone. I think my favorite's always going to be Vardenville, but Elsewhere is great as well.
It'll be done on an as-needed basis. Now again, this could be questionable why against a real challenge.
I love how the healer has aggro as but that's okay. Who needs the tank to taunt anyways? One more.
Use this to defeat them. So, for instance, you may also be able to invoke one time, get one time exact.
Oh, I didn't even see the one up top there. One is stuck in the air. That's kind of funny.
Which platform this is on, because this really does seem like a very, very bad Pandora. So again, maybe further analysis should be needed. The way that it's being painted, at least to me, seems a lot more suspicious than it's being left.
I need to change that execute sound because it sounds like someone is dying sound.
Get window, get decor view, and get.
Anyways, good luck with the dungeon. Can I absolutely have a like that? Yeah. Appreciate it, Drunk Driver. Have a good night. Hope you sleep well.
Their smartphone, including the activities of the users on other programs that are not even TeamU, which is actually the definition of spying. And that's if it was true, because the more and more I look into it, the sadder it ends up becoming. TeamU uses that specific command, and it can only, from what I understand, capture its own window. How is it supposed to capture other windows on your smartphone? If it's spying on itself, that's still weird. But again, why are they painting it like you can spy on other applications too? It's just weirdly done. And then of course, when it records your MAC address, MAC addresses, from what I understand, are also completely randomized underneath Android. In fact, from what I even know, Apple doesn't even have an API to capture a MAC address either. TeamU will seek for root access of a cell phone, which includes not only the files of the application, but obviously root access means all the access to every single directory on your device. So again, total access to your system. And according to checks for root access. And then they say with root access, any team use can, the app and the user are able to define rights, not only user files, but every device. Which is true if TeamU was using that root access. A lot of applications will check for root access, especially things like gacha games even, because they don't want somebody to be running cheat engines or cheat software that has elevated privileges on a device. There's even like iPhone games that check for jailbreaks just to make sure that they're trying to stamp out any cheater whatsoever. Again, checking for root access is something a lot of devices or a lot of programs will do. That doesn't make it inherently bad. A lot of programs will do that too. Other shopping applications.
Oh, that's the boss. I forgot she's a boss. Like, why didn't she die yet?
Requesting, if anything else, access is something that Amazon, eBay, a lot of these people will do. The only one that doesn't is TikTok, but all the other e-commerce sites do it. And of course, that get root view, that screenshot making ability is something that every app does. Because guess what? When the application needs a screenshot or something,
That's not what I meant to do.
Send to customer service, or just when you're making a screenshot to save to your device, my understanding, you need these accesses. So they're painting some of these like security issues as security issues, when in reality, this is just how everything. It's not necessarily inherently evil. These aren't really issues. Provided that analysis is showing that they're abusing these privileges to download or delete or modify data on your device. If it's just checking, that's not the end of the world.
And these are some really heavy claims to be happening, okay? For instance, if you apparently use the TeamU website, you may unironically be opening yourself up to being scraped for data that you don't want to give up. And you might be like, Muda, I've got nothing to hide. Again, this is a shopping website. It's fucking creepy if it's actually doing this kind of behavior on your device. So then I decided to go down into PDD Holdings like investigations from this group, Grizzly Reports. Now to understand, Grizzly Reports has actually...
Dude, I forgot to scry all the shit I unlocked last time. I keep forgetting to scry shit.
But obviously, this actual research that they did, which was posted on the 6th of September, is very, very scathing. I just want to make that right here. They said that Grizzly Research presents smoking gun evidence that PDD Holdings TeamU is the most dangerous malware spyware package currently in widespread circulation. So again, one of the actual points that they brought up over here was they showed the characteristics of the application and how TeamU apparently has nearly every single dangerous characteristic present in its device. So they made this matrix between like 6 different applications. Not all of these are Chinese. So TeamU being a Chinese application, Amazon being American, you can see that Amazon is also pretty nasty, allegedly, when it comes to spying on you or looking through your information. But TeamU does that runtime exec that we were talking about earlier. TeamU also looks into recording your audio. It looks into installing. It looks into your internet. It looks into wake watch. Now, recording audio is something that even Amazon will do, and obviously they'll check for camera permission. So the quick idea is, if you need to take a photo to make a refund, or like a photo that you need to send to like a support message on the Amazon app, or even the TeamU app, obviously it's going to need camera permission. But again, I always have to question when these applications check for audio. That's super weird. Why does a e-commerce application need my microphone access? And that's where I'm going to leave it at. Based on the analysis that I read from them,
this is a good,
I don't know if Grizzly Research has
that Troll King, that's a classic set.
Listed as like a short seller or something. Again, I know that anytime money is on the line, the truth is often the first victim. Based on some of their analysis, I have to question their experts, and I have to question their motives as well too. Look, I'm not doubting that TeamU is shady. In my opinion, it's a shady company based on who they are literally owned by. And PDD Holdings. We'll get to that in a little bit too. But this analysis I saw making it look like it was shared around when in reality, I don't think it's going to do anything. In fact, it's actually money
Well, I don't have mana, that's why I can't heal people. Does he sap mana?
Their actual analysis here is so bad that I don't even know how to begin explaining how just wrong it feels, okay? How wrong it is. So they said that one of the big no-nos in security is reading and storing the MAC address, which, as I just showed you a couple of minutes ago, Android, and even when it comes to Apple, these things are usually randomized, and they're actually inaccessible for most of these applications, if anything, to grab a hold of. Now, when they say a DDoS attack and other unwanted security probes could conceivably be launched against a disclosed MAC address, I mean, you cannot DDoS a MAC address. A MAC address is literally been identified through a network interface controller. And to say that you can DDoS an attack via these things is just blatant misinformation. I really don't even know how to describe how wrong this is. And the fact that they claim to have a security researcher writing this makes me question the entire goddamn report. So one of the things that they mention, obviously, is their Pinduoduo app, which again, Pinduoduo is like the leader, like the head application. It's like the parent company of Teamview. And they were actually removed briefly from the actual Google Play Store. I think they should still be removed because their application was absolutely exploiting some serious Android vulnerabilities to spy on users. So according to the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, they warned that a high-severity Android vulnerability was exploited by the Chinese e-commerce app Pinduoduo as a zero-day to spy on its users, okay? So again, that is probably the bigger red flag too. I know, I keep saying the biggest.
You know what? I'm gonna say one of our DPS is not a noob because they're using Bandit's UI because I'm seeing their shit.
This is one of the reasons why we never take a TeamU sponsorship, because this is the kind of shit that immediately shows up in the first Google results, okay? And again, it's just the kind of ick you don't want to get involved with, okay? Because who knows how bad things can get when an exploited app runs around. If this is a giant loss-leading application that's designed for hardware supporting send it to a foreign country, that's not something that should be promoted by anyone. In my opinion, it should be shut down by government. Okay, I'm not even kidding. This is legitimate espionage that we are witnessing if this is all true. Without Google knowing, the actual vulnerability with CC 2023-20963 exploited allows the app to perform operations with elevated privileges. The app uses these privileges to download code from a developer-designated site and run it within a privileged environment. So again, they are literally using this as a command and control system. And it's not just like one cybersecurity agency saying this, it's multiple ones. Here's Dark Navy, another research group, and this is from Shanghai, China, who's actually looking into these vulnerabilities as well. So again, it's not just one agency, it's not just two, it's like 5 or 6 that are looking
Into the lava. That's not where I wanted to go.
repositories and hit investigations of all of them. We continue to do that story. Also from Division 1012. Okay, so again, not a joke. Pinduoduo has shown that it is probably
Nice way to hold taunt, tank.
and even to this day when I look into like
Why am I tanking now?
I'm not actually seeing their application at all. Google Play Store. I am, however, and that's about the only thing. Maybe this application has solved its own issue. Maybe it's not as spy heavy, or maybe it doesn't have any of that code from the Pinduoduo application. But again, it goes back to
They don't know to kill the fucking lava gods.
about this application, even after it's been fixed in Pinduoduo in the worst way possible. And you know what? TeamU, for all of its worth is they've got some of the worst reviews imaginable on the Better Business Bureau.
She gets like insane damage resistance and I believe a damage bonus when they're up.
1,100 complaints in literally just the last 3 years. 1,160 of them just in the last 12 months alone, okay? And if you read those complaints, you know, it's not pretty. It's just people complaining about delivery issues, the problems with the products and the services, and of course the quality of those services too. Of course, their Trustpilot is super duper odd as well. They're sitting at a 3.3 out of 5 stars. But of course, if you look at these reviews, they've got 45% in the 5 stars. Then their 1% are like 35%. If you look at the 5-star reviews, it gets kind of
There are
weird,
almost
feels like
more
it's
1-star
app
reviews than
review
5-star
versus
reviews. That's a little weird.
full-on, all caps. Great app for cheap knickknacks. Fantastic quality. Competitive prices. Really good fast delivery. Fat fucking doubt on that one, but hey, congratulations. And their 1-star reviews are just like, hey, listen, basically stole my money. They're a £300 refund after spending so much on their website. I had to give
Where was I gonna go?
Bridge
I was
to
gonna
my mental
teleport
and physical
somewhere.
health.
Oh, I remember.
So very disappointed. Worst shopping experience ever. No wonder they're so cheap. No ethics whatsoever. Again, could you really expect ethics from a company whose application history, at least for their mobile and desktop platforms, is rife with so much shadiness? But of course, you may be again wondering, how is it that this application or this service is actually one of the fastest growing in the industry? How is it that Temu, and by extension Shein as well, such market leaders, even though Temu is literally burning millions of dollars just by sending you plastic crap? According to an analysis on their supply chain, it's confirmed that according to a company insider, that Temu is losing somewhere around an average of $30 per order just trying to break into the market that is North America, okay?
What?
So
That's
again,
kind of
when
fucked.
you hear how big they are, how big they're getting, they're obviously operating on a loss. Do you think those cheap-ass prices, that $7 Nintendo Switch exists for no reason? No, they're probably selling you really cheap goods, but obviously they're doing it because the more people that download their application, the more people that visit their website, allegedly, the more data they are alleged to harvest. And of course, influencers who are paid a fat bag, most of them don't actually realize or look into it like this. They just think it's something like Wish.com
can't do either.
or Shine or whatever. When in reality, this is a little bit more sinister than anybody can expect. And again, this isn't just me saying it. There are other organizations in the US government that are looking into all of Shein, Temu, and various Chinese e-commerce solutions, and finding out that these fast fashion brands are oftentimes a little bit more dangerous than you would expect. A, they're using that forced labor from Uyghur camps, and of course, the way that their applications work and the way that their technology works is a little bit questionable too. And of course, the amount of data that's being taken off your device, you have to understand, because this is a Chinese tech company, the Chinese government can always basically request any data they want from these companies for whatever reason. Whether it be for national security, as they would claim, or for any reason, the Chinese government can obviously request any information they want. Even if these governments don't want to give that information up. If you choose to defy the Chinese government, you'll be made an example of, or you'll disappear somewhere else. Fuck, you might even be making the next thing that's sold on Temu. Who knows? But ladies and gentlemen, this is basically all I really have to say. It's a site that I don't trust. I never trusted to begin with. But the more I look into it and the more I know now this the more I realize that, of course, this is one of the darkest sponsors on YouTube and probably one of the darkest companies that have sort of jumped up. I can't stop seeing them everywhere, and there is probably a good reason for that. They're spending millions of dollars breaking into this market. But of course, what are they really after? Who knows? But based on the evidence and based on, all these reports that are popping up, it's obviously nothing good. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't like Temu, and honestly, if I were you, I'd be a little bit careful of using their application. I'm not saying that they're a scam. I'm sure they're an e-commerce platform that delivers to your house. That all but their application is and honest to God, I would never ever...
I'm on the wrong bar. No wonder shit's not dying.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it, dislike that.
Why can't I target it? There it is. After it die. That's not what I meant to do. I'm just on the wrong bar constantly. The voice lines in this one. This is a great dungeon. The dungeons in this game are so good. Everything about this game is amazing. I miss it so much.
He would not have been able to escape our predecessors as he has escaped us today. We need to go after him.
Bye bye Shadowrun. Shadowrun's a cool set too. I use it on my Nightblade healer because it's fun in PvP. It might not be as good as it used to be. I think they kind of nerfed the pet, but it's still fun. We have another Sork. We have 3 Sorks. And a Templar, I think? That's actually kind of strange to see a Templar tank. I'm the only Templar tank I know of.
It's Varanil. Harudor. See to him.
By the Empyrean light. Let's hope he lives.
Has he been slain?
Has he been slain?
He lives. Are you satisfied, sir? I'm eager to pursue the High Kingdom.
I guess we're staying to fight. Someone's always got to stop to fight every little damn thing along the hallway instead of line of sight pool. Especially as an AoE mage, I do way more damage when we line of sight pool. I've never seen it die before all the scamps and everything died. That's kind of funny.
Over there, Veronil.
I mean, maybe I have, but not that I recall.
I see her. Let's hope she lives. We'll need her before the day is done.
She's going to be fine with a little restoration magic. We should be considering how to handle the High Kinlord.
Even if we defeat him, how do we contain him? He's already escaped once.
I like how my lightning storms do most of the damage for me. I did 20% of the damage, and I didn't even actually attack there. I just put down my AoEs and walked around. I'm actually attacking a little bit this time. Always check the urns. Urns are like the #1 thing to check in a dungeon. Besides chests, obviously. Not the right bar. Sometimes there's a real chest back there instead of the with the broken one.
Ah, it's the outsiders. So the keepers are afraid to face me. Very well. You'll die in their stead.
Die already. Done.
You think you've beaten me? How amusing. Haven't you noticed that the pact I've made protects me from death?
Ignore his words, keepers. Begin the separation.
I'm not confident this will work, Sirion. What are you lot doing? Oh, I do so love to see magic. Is that what this is? This isn't as grand as the spells I learned from the Daedra. But I don't expect much from mortal Altma. Remember, children, you'll never keep me here of your own accord. Not when the Daedra fight for me. Perhaps you'd fare better.
Oh, one more of these? Where's my other deal? Vaults of Madness. I love some Vaults of Madness. One of the old school classic dungeons. I love this.
The keepers of the vanished cells hereby condemn Resistance 12 to imprisonment unending.
Oh my, it looks like you've won. Old Relis's days of freedom are over, it seems.
This monster wouldn't be able to speak.
He shouldn't be able to achieve coherent thought. We'll have to watch him carefully.
Watch my Q pop while I'm in the... That's how it always happens. Oh, it didn't. Want my key.
Ha! I knew you'd come back. My mother would say something about how unimpressive you are. Ha! Of course. Most see the glint of gold and get a shovel.
How many keys do I have? I haven't spent them in a minute.
You made a
45. Is there a limit? I hope not. It's not too many keys. Come on. How long does it take to cue a healer into Vault of Madness? I'll have my ults, otherwise I would waste my ult with him. I love this ability. It's a passive. When you have a Stygic ability slotted on your bar and block, you gain a damage shield. Damn, how long is this queue taking? I'm gonna re-queue. Oh, I was queued for veteran. No wonder it was taking a minute. I don't know if anyone's doing veteran at this time of night. I think I was queued. I am not set up to heal a veteran on this character. If I did anything on this character in vet, it would be yes. But I haven't played in long enough to vet the DPS the vet dungeon. Damn, I guess just no one wants to do this dungeon. Where did I get that from? Expert evasion? I don't know how I got it. Okay, that's how. Oh, good to know. That's just automatically whenever you dodge roll? I got a dodge roll on cooldown. Well, it's not cooldown, but whenever that buff wears. I remember the sprinting one. Oh. Oh, the other one's dodge. Okay. The more your dodge fatigue goes up, the higher your stamina costs for your dodge roll. I like how it's already an electric staff because of the collectible I have there on it. That's a collectible staff you can unlock. Then, since it's a lightning staff, I can just kind of overcharge it by heavy attacking nothing. This queue is taking forever, it's insane. Oh. I still haven't completed that. That's pretty. Still need to finish that. Okay. I have a quest here in Grotwood. Might as well do it while we wait. I'll go that way. I think I gotta go. Oh wait, looks like I did find a way up. Cool. There's a chest. Come on. I used to be so good at this. I made it. I almost failed at that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back up this way, but looks like we're gonna find out. What is that? This is something new. Pretty sure. Well, there's Vaults of Madness. I wonder if it'll put us back in this annex.
You doomed yourself by coming here. You know that, don't you?
I think this is gonna be an easy one. We got everyone that has CP level. Or at least they kinda know what they're doing. No guarantee they actually know what they're doing. But they played the game long enough that they should know what they're doing. Yeah, this one's gonna be over fast. This team knows what they're doing. Everything's just dying so fast. Like, my light attack comes out, but then my ability doesn't. So in this game, to increase your DPS while also building ult consistently, you want to do what's called light attack weave, which is attack once and then use an ability. And then attack once and then use an ability. It's most important as DPS, but you can kind of do it as healer too. It's a little bit different for tank, but there's no reason you shouldn't light attack weave as tank usually, as long as you can do everything else you're supposed to do. Because generally a tank will have Crusher enchantment on their weapon, which debuffs the target's armor, making your entire team deal more damage to it. So that's generally the kind of thing you want. Keep up on it. Nice. Dumbass rolled into the hole. Dude, where do these people keep dying? Are they just all falling in the hole? And why did he go all the way back to the beginning? Why didn't he just let me rest him? But whatever. I almost fell after I was talking shit on them. That would have been funny. This person's like, we're not even waiting for the other guys. I don't like fire because I am a vampire. Fire is a big no bueno for me. I like that just running into stuff with my lightning cloak on procs my ability, my mask. weird that it stopped me in the doorway like that. Come on. I hate this spot. There we go. The cool thing about being a lightning mage is you set everything off balance. Why is that guy going that way? Probably looking for... He's either lost or he's looking for... Whatchamacallit? Treasure chests. What did he die to? What does this guy keep dying to? Oh well, that guy's executed already. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, he landed so far back. It's gonna take him forever to swim. One of my best clips is from this dungeon of me just falling off shit. Not like that. I fell off and I actually died. This guy's not even gonna go through his second phase once. He's just instantly deleted.
He's gone. But nothing's happening. Seems the mad architects
Well, that was easy.
not allow us to step from this plane. Unfortunate, but we'll have to make do. He mastered this place, mastered the Daedra somehow. Perhaps we can do the same.
But what do we do? Where do we go?
We can't stay here. Not like this. I'll figure something out. I always do.
Oh, my back. Why am I going here? I need to go here. Can't swim across this. I know why I'm going there, because I'm in the habit of doing that from grinding master crafting writs. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. I've been trying to get master crafter. Like, I have almost everything but make a whole bunch of writs done. So I've been making a whole bunch of writs. That's not the right spot. This is guild traders. I don't need guild traders. I need undaunted. Where the fuck's undaunted? Is that it?
You do not howl or claw at your face. Is it possible you have impressed me? To travel beyond Nirn, best menagerie of the foulest Daedra. What more is there to be said? Your actions
I got a
speak for
whole
themselves.
400 gold, guys. I'm
Take
rich.
your key and your cut. Seek. The next time you walk through a tomb, pause. Pick up a skull and consider the extinguished hopes and dreams. Then come see me tomorrow.
This guy's such a fucking buzzkill. I hate him. Maj, she's kind of cool. She's fun. Voodoo Garlag, oh yeah. She's my baby. I can't do her quests right now because I don't have ESO Plus at the moment. But let's just hear the sweet supple tones of love real quick.
Aliens are lucky they're all dead. I hate short-toothed wimps who kneel to Daedra. You find any in Garlas Malatar, give him a good thunk for me.
Perfect. Alright. I'm kinda tired now, so I'm just gonna raid out and call it a night. I'll probably be live again tomorrow. I'm not sure with what, but I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone. Peace. I forgot that I have to hit it twice. Fine, it gives me time to type that. Copy paste the shit. I still need to update that.
Drifter, thank you for the raid. Oh, welcome back, Janik. This is my little house here. So far, I guess I can get rid of this. Get rid of that. I just had it in here to craft some stuff while everybody was crafting other things. Excuse me, get out of my house! And then I have this little house too that I built.
Wow.
I might
This
move like
Lego
that
mode is
stuff.
fucking weird.
And then there's a little shed too that I built. It's really small.
That was still on stream.